Hi, let's talk about modern automation testing frameworks. There are two of them, Playwright and Cypress. Both of them are divided into parts. First, design Playwright framework, automate Playwright framework, design Cypress framework, and automate Cypress framework. Both of them are somewhere similar and slightly different at the same time. Both of them are using Node.js and Visual Studio Code. Both of them are using JavaScript. Same elements locators approach. And page object model is totally applicable. For Playwright, you're using code generator, using assertions and report generated automatically. For the Cypress, you're using test builder and runner. You're using Mocha features and Chai assertions. Both of them are totally applicable in cross browsers. Let's see modern automation frameworks installation steps. Step number 1 would be install Node.js. Step number 2 is to install Visual Studio Code by Microsoft. Then have a basic understanding or have some practice or learn JavaScript. In case you know already Java, you already practically know JavaScript. It's simpler than Java. After which you need basic familiarity with web element selectors. Don't worry, Playwright and Cypress, they're gonna do it for you. You simply need to understand basically how web elements are selected. After that, you might install Playwright and all extensions. I'll show you how. Then install Cypress with extensions. I'll show you how. And simply start testing using modern time and cost saving approach. That's it. Let's review JavaScript language. JavaScript, or known as JS, released by Microsoft around 1996, is a lightweight, high-level, just-in-time, cross-platform interpreted and integrated with HTML programming language used to create interactive and dynamic elements in web applications and provide support for control flow, functions, method, event-driven behavior, object-oriented programming API, and document object model manipulations. JavaScript is so popular language that is actively utilized for front and back-end applications, while browser embedded dedicated JavaScript engine executing the client code. So at this moment now, about 99% of websites use JavaScript on the client side for website behavior validation. What are the advantages of using JavaScript language? JavaScript is a great deal for manipulating HTML pages dynamically. JavaScript is popular to build mobile application frameworks. It is great for visiting web pages customers using dynamic pop-ups user notifications. JavaScript has special libraries and packages to design and develop web games. JavaScript utilizes implemented Ajax library backend data loading during request processing. And JS can be used for machine learning, Internet of Things IoT with cloud providers. For example, there is a little insert how you can use using script tags JavaScript inside the web page. Let's take a look at Node.js. Node.js is an open source and cross-platform JavaScript runtime environment built on Google Chrome JavaScript engine, which is used by developers mostly create server-side enhanced web applications. Node.js is not a programming language like Java, Python, or C++, but is a runtime which converts actual JavaScript code into machine code. Node Package Manager (npm) is a command line utility used to install Node.js packages, versions, and dependency management for existing Node.js packages. While both JavaScript and Node.js utilize the same language, however, serving different purposes in the web development system environment. JavaScript is primarily used for front-end client-server, client-side programming, while Node.js is suitable for developers to build back-end server-side applications using JavaScript. You will be required to download Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code, simply known as VS Code or VS, is a popular source code editor developed by Microsoft for Windows, Linux, Mac operating system and all major web browsers: Edge, Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Opera, etc. Visual Studio Code features variety include support for development operations, syntax highlighting, intelligent code completion (IntelliJ), code refactoring, task running, embedded version control with Git, and provides developers with the tools required for just-in-time code build debug cycles. Visual Studio Code languages support is very effective and actively used by developers for web HTML, CSS, Java, Python, C++, JavaScript, and ultimately great for Playwright and Cypress framework projects. Let's take a look at Playwright Automation Framework. Playwright is an open source, which means free, Node.js-based web testing and automation framework library for cross-browser web automation testing developed by Microsoft, which is very popular with web developers, programmers, and automation engineers. What are the steps? First of all, obviously, you need to download Visual Studio Code. Then, open the dedicated empty folder for Playwright project. Open new terminal and type npm init playwright at latest version. Enter. You need to complete automated project setup. Then you might set in configuration file browser workers to be active during test execution, which means you might comment or uncomment Chrome, Edge, or Firefox, which you like to be your test executed in. Then you need to create new test in format testname.spec.js. Then you record test script in terminal using npx playwright code generator. Save recorded test script. Then you need to play back test script in terminal using next command npx playwright test your test name.spec.js extensions space double hyphen headed to view it visually. And after successful test completion, you need to view test results report. Let's take a look at Cypress Automation Framework. Cypress is an open source Node.js-based web testing automation framework library aimed for cross-browser web automation testing, which became popular with automation test engineers for web application regression suite testing. Cypress works on Windows, Linux, Mac operating system for rapid cross-browser web automation test development. So what are the steps? Open the dedicated folder for Cypress project in Visual Studio Code. Open new terminal, type two commands. First one, npm init space y, when you agree to automatically accept initiated Cypress install, after which you finish. Next command goes npm install Cypress. You have to wait for completed project automated setup. Then you create new testing format test name.sci.js, start test builder and runner in terminal by using npx cypress open, select E2E, end-to-end testing, and browser like Chrome, Edge, or Firefox. Record carefully and save your test script. I will show you how. Playback test scripts in terminal npx cypress open. Select E2E in browser, locate and click your testing specs specifications. And simply monitor test execution. You might switch to different browsers and enhance with chai assertions if necessary. That's it. This is good for modern automation frameworks. See you in the next lectures.